I know a couple girls that text me saying, hey, baby, and they got a baby. Yeah, you both that you real, but you putting on the front. And I noticed since you came around, you ran like you tough. People say they know what I, but you ain't no respect. Yeah, I ain't trying to catch a case, but man, I'm so innocent. When it comes to the haters, yo, I'm so vigilant. I'm speaking relevance in the bars. Call me a dope lyricist. This energy, yeah, you feel it. My enemies coming missing. Stay away from the BS and make a way for a fortune. I told my city that we gon' be eating. We gotta eat. Keep working hard, don't let me catch you sleeping. Better believe, don't count me out, cause I keep it real and I don't give a fuck. Poker face, yeah, I keep them guessing and I show them love. And that loyalty and patience, all the language spitting. You say you're getting all this fun, but you're so full of greed. They always tell you what they want, but they don't really.
Running the game. What the top feels like? Whoa.
DJ Khaled.
This is Rihanna.
Childish Gambino.
No, you probably heard of me.
Talk time with Ashley Nicole.
Hey guys, welcome back. Another season, another day. Talk time with Ashley Nicole. I see everybody coming in. Thank you guys for joining. I got Instagram, I got Facebook, I got YouTube. Hope everybody's enjoying this Sunday. We have a new time, new everything now. Sundays 4 to 6. Talk time with Ashley Nicole. Only right here, WTMH Radio. We're going to jump into this music real quick. I have Dre with this new joint. It's called Ride. I listened to it. It's definitely Ride. So go ahead and listen to this, and I'll be right back with you guys. Talk time with Ashley Nicole, only on WTMH Radio.
Can you ride? Ride. Hey. Will you ride for me? Can you go out on a ride for me? Ride. We can let the sun ride. Riding with my diamond beat. Riding through the city streets. I'm on the floor. Every time I feel this, you make me want to more. Ignoring all the signs, blind to the things that you're doing behind me. Girl, I'm feeling distant. We can't even blame that on the distance. Cause even when you're close, I feel you missing. And still I have intention to make you my ride or die. Pedestal, I put you on this high. So send me your location. Baby, I need your sweet sensation. Pulling up on you, no hesitation. Time is an illusion, but don't keep me waiting. I gotta ask you this before we try. Baby, will you ride me? Go out on the ride me. We can let the sun rise. Riding with my diamond beat. Riding through the city streets. I'm on the floor. Every time I feel this, you make me want more. You're girl, I'm trying to find reason for the lies. You hang me out to dry on the line. I see your every cease with no reply. Like, oh, no, you hurt me so good, baby, no. You pick me up and then you drop me low. why you do this to me, baby, no. Be clear, I let you drive me crazy if you stare. Your magician work your magic, maybe we could disappear to another city. I could be your only thing. You know I let her rap, but you make me wanna sing. Would you rap for me? It's my time. ST, nigga. ST, nigga. Y'all ain't know nothing about it, man. We in there. All we need is one. I don't know nothing. They think must have been a double shot at heavy right. Must have been your baby mama on the jack. Must have been them niggas with a master plan. Must have been them niggas saying if I had it. Must have been the fellas that was on the team. Must have been them young boys serving grade. Must have been. Oh yeah, it must have been. Waking up in the day with a hangover. Oh, this dream, but I hate being sober. She said she let me wanna drive my Rover. Under my pants and told her come on over. I'm getting lucky, feeling like a clover. Keeping the wheel, I ain't getting blind. I think you're rich, the niggas can't complain. Switching the floor, they switch many lanes. I don't know why you niggas scared to change. If someone say they keep doing the same. When they said they club, I know it's gon' bang. Mikey B, easy be doing this thing. In the Queen City, I'm about to be king. Yeah. Driving illegal every day, I'm wildin'. Stacking money, paper piling. Isolated, call me killer, get hustling every day, get up the island. Mama, I'm trying to do better. Getting on my Instagram.
Love you love a nigga, but they love a nigga, even my winnie got cheddar.
Must have been a double shot at heavy right. Must have been your baby mama on the jack. Must have been them niggas with a master plan. Must have been them niggas saying if I had it. Must have been the fellas that was on my team. Must have been them young boys selling green. Must have been. Oh yeah, it must have been. It must have been them niggas that was moving too fast, trying to push that gas to make that cash. Must have been the fact of being broke. Now down to your name, feeling like a lame. Must have been your mom just working her job, trying to maintain. Must have been his beat kicking like Luke Cage, struggling to stay ahead of the game. Must have been homeless, I had to swim my phone. I don't even pay a nigga, I don't get this far. Just me and my guy, yeah, I was making it happen. It must have been a crap, so I'm facing a rapping. It must have been a picture, cause they wouldn't get a clapping. It must have been a pussy nigga, look how you acting. So cold, fly, guy, did it in fashion. He's a passion, they did the fashion. It must have been Kurt saying this is the one. Invested in myself, now I'm getting it done. Trusted like chain, pockets bigger than pun. Self-made boy like I'm WMG. Ain't nobody in the city hotter than me. It must have been a hot tail cut with a Sharpie. It must have been a blue dream making the cream. So I took it to the back, now I'm making a scream. Must have been a double shot at heavy right. Must have been your baby mama on the jack. Must have been them niggas with a master plan. Must have been them niggas saying if I had it. Must have been the fellas that was on my team. Must have been them young boys selling green. Must have been. Oh yeah, it must have been. Must have been.
Hey guys, welcome back. Don't laugh at me. I always start off with hey guys. They know that's my signature.
I was just laughing at the delay, that's all.
Okay, well, I'm back. You guys miss me. I miss you guys so much. I was tempted. I know some of you guys tuned in on my live. I did a quick Facebook live last week. I was missing out. I missed you guys. I had some things I needed to get off my chest. But I just want to thank you guys. I posted a video the other day just showing my gratitude. Thank you guys so much for your support throughout this whole journey. While I was on air, while I was off air, all the messages that I got, just asking about the show. When are you coming back? How's it going? Just everything. So thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. Tonight we got a pretty good show going on. I can't even talk. I'm so excited, y'all. Guess who is in the building, you guys? It would only be right if I started my first show of season 2 off with my mom in the building, okay?
Hey, y'all. Hey, what up, though?
Yes, that's my mom in real life. If you guys, let me tell you guys this too, because I know I got people on Instagram and Facebook that are like, well, where's your mom? And they can't see, they can only see me. If you want to go to YouTube, you can go to YouTube, WTMH Radio, and you'll see the stream. Lamar said, what's up, mama?
Hey, what up, co-host?
Lamar, you guys don't know, Lamar is my distant co-host. He tends to chime in on the show from time to time. But other than that, yeah, we got a good show. The weather is nice. You guys can see the sun is shining. It's like 40-something degrees outside, but it's nicer than it has been. Last show that we had, it was snowing.
Yes.
That was when we had the snow-ins.
It was very, very cold.
It was like blizzard outside. We got snowed in like 2 weekends in a row. And it was probably a matter of like 7 days where we had snow. But now it's nice outside, so I'm happy. I'm a spring baby.
Jersey.
Yeah, definitely better in Jersey. Shout out to everybody on the East Coast. Oh my gosh. And I can't miss this call. Anyway. Dang, y'all, what am I do?
You want me to take it for you?
Just press 0. Press 0. No, 0 means accept. Okay, guys, I love you guys. We are going to take a music break really quick. Really quick. I love you guys. We can play. So let's give Soko some more airtime. Play That Must Have Been one more time. And the number to call, and I know you guys have been asking, is 614-781-0754. So we're going to jump into Dre. Oh, actually. Soko, Must Have Been. I'll be right back with you guys.
Yeah. Go. It's right time. ST, nigga. ST. Y'all ain't know nothing about it, man. We in there. All we need is one. I don't know nothing. They dang. Must have been a double shot at heavy right. Must have been your baby mama on the job. Must have been them niggas with a mess of pain. Must have been them niggas saying if I ass it. Must have been the fellas that was on my team. Must have been them young boys selling green. Must have been. Oh yeah, it must have been. Waking up Dennis day with a hangover. All this dream, but I hate being sober. She said she let me wanna drive my Rover under my pants and told her come on over. I'm getting lucky, feeling like a clover. Gripping the wheel, playing getting brave. I think it rich, but niggas can't complain. Switching the floor, they swim in these lanes. I don't know why you niggas scared of change. Someone say they keep doing the same. When they said they club, I know it's gon' bang. Mikey be easy, be doing this thing. In the Queen City, I'm about to be king. Yeah. Driving illegal every day on wildin'. Stacking money, paper piling. Isolated, call me killer, get hustling every day, get up the island. Mama, I'm trying to do better. Getting on my Insta together.
Ladies love a nigga, but they love a nigga even when we got shared.
Must have been a double shot at heavy right. Must have been your baby mama on the job. Must have been them niggas with a mess of pain. Must have been them niggas saying if I ass it. Must have been the fellas that was on my team. Must have been them young boys selling green. Must have been. Oh yeah, it must have been. It must have been them niggas that was moving too fast, trying to push that gas and make that cash. Must have been the fact of being broke. Not a dog to your name, feeling like a lame. Must have been your mom just working hella jobs, trying to maintain. Must have been his beat kicking like Luke Cage. Struggling to stay ahead of the game. Must have been homeless, I had to sleep on my car. I don't even pay a nigga out in this far. Just me and my guy, he always making it happen. It must have been a crash, so I'm facing a rapping. It must have been a pistol, cause they won't get it clapping. It must have been a pussy nigga, look how you acting. So cold, fly, guy did it in fashion. He's a passion, making a station. It must have been Kurt saying this is the one. Invested in myself, now I'm getting it done. Trusted like chain, pockets bigger than pun. Self-made boy like I'm WMG. Ain't nobody in the city hotter than me. It must have been a hot tail cut with a Sharpie. It must have been a blue dream making the cream. So I took it to the back, now I'm making a scream. Must have been a double shot at heavy right. Must have been your baby mama on the job. Must have been them niggas with a mess of pain. Must have been them niggas saying if I ass it. Must have been the fellas that was on my team. Must have been them young boys selling green. Must have been. Must have been. Ooh yeah.
ice in the street.
Running the game. This is what the top feels like.
DJ Khaled.
This is Rihanna.
Childish Gambino.
You know you probably heard of me.
Talk time with Ashley Nicole.
Hey guys.
See, that was better, right?
Yeah, that was better. I like that. We're making new trends. We're making new trends. Season 2, it's time for change. We're doing all kinds of newness, okay? Right now, we just got some artist spotlight love in this building. I need for you to say your name and go ahead and shout yourself out. Let them know your social media, all that good stuff.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, man? My name is LAMBO VANGOH. My friends call me Nick. You know what I'm saying? I'm on everything. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, YouTube. You can find me everywhere a computer or a cell phone is.
That's dope. Make sure you guys check him out. Hey, best friend. Make sure you guys check him out. He's going to be our artist spotlight tonight. We're going to talk about his latest project and some other things because I just realized that I actually know you.
Oh.
Well, I know you. I didn't realize. So when me and you have been communicating, I've known you as an artist.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that you modeled.
Yeah.
You did a photo shoot with Janice.
I did.
One of my good friends.
Yeah, that's my homegirl. I've probably known Janice for almost 10 years.
What? You know her longer than me then. That's your homegirl then.
Yeah, that's the homie. So, I mean, it kind of worked good, though.
Yeah, I remember, was that like maybe 1 or 2 years ago? You guys worked together, you and Jan?
Yeah, it's almost 3 years ago now. Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
For
oh no, I was still at the spot I'm at. Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Small world.
Very small world. Really small. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Man,
first episode, season 2. We're gonna knock out with a bang. So we're gonna jump into our first segment, you guys. Normally we never do segments on Talk Time. The only segment you guys know of is DM of the Week, but this go around, we're gonna kind of be a little more structured and organized, and we're gonna just jump into dating with Ashley Nicole. So yeah, tonight I don't really have any, just like, okay, let's just talk about dating. For some reason, if you ever watch my show, you know I always talk about the troubles of dating. Everyone has a problem with dating.
This is true.
Everyone has an issue.
So what's the problem with dating Ashley Nicole?
On the spot.
That's where I thought this was going. My bad.
One question.
Out the gate.
The problem with dating Ashley Nicole. Put me on the spot. I got to make sure I answer this correctly.
Yeah, she wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready. I don't think I've ever not been ready.
My bad. I was ready.
The problem with dating Ashley Nicole is that people get so stuck on how I look. And then when it's time to put in the work, then it's like, no, I don't want to do this. You got to put in work with me just like you got to put in work with whoever else.
Well, how much work they got to put in, though?
The same.
You can't say the same, man, because it might work differently from you to like 3 other females, though. You know what I mean?
It depends on what your effort is. I will say this: it requires effort.
Okay.
And
so
what
are you not seeing? That I guess maybe that's
consistency.
There we go.
Consistency. I run into situations where it's great. Everybody got the honeymoon.
Yep. And
it's like, oh, that's bae. Soon as you give him the emojis, then like 5 days later, nope, we about to put him back to his government name.
Oh,
he done messed up.
Dang.
Can't get right. Can't get right.
He ain't bae no more, just Jamal.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Jamal.
Or his last name, Mr. Johnson. Random name, like, do not answer, don't have an answer. Right. That nigga right there. Exactly.
It's over.
Exactly.
At that point.
Exactly. When she takes all of my viewers, y'all can attest, ladies, whenever she takes the emojis off of your name, it's over. And then when she changes your name in the phone, it's over.
And if she's really mad, she just deletes you as a contact, and on that iPhone, you come up as that unknown caller.
Yeah. Or it's suggested to say maybe such and such. Right.
So how did they get to the blocked point?
I don't think I've ever blocked any. I don't know. I haven't blocked anybody.
See, I'm blocking in real life. Like I block you in real life and block you on the phone.
That's real.
Yeah, same.
I
like that.
Real.
I like that.
I haven't blocked.
The queen of the cutoff.
Yeah.
But I do feel that, man. I think consistency is a big thing. That's probably why I'm still single myself. Like
that's why I asked, because I noticed you've been posting stuff about like issues. Issues.
That's great.
You wasn't ready for that.
Hey, I'm paying attention. I have to pay attention. It's my job.
That's good. But that's probably the thing that I notice is not enough consistency on my end. Or like I'm an affectionate person. You know what I'm saying? If I like you, you're gonna know it. Like,
and that's great.
I'm gonna set us up with dates. I'm opening doors. I'm always doing that stuff. Flowers. That stuff is just natural to me. But I think some women aren't used to men being consistent with that portion of even the friendship side of getting to the relationship. I don't think that they're used to that. So when I come around and I'm doing that consistently, and even if it's just like a month, it's like, nah, this nigga's trying to set me up. Like,
some women don't know what they want.
That's true.
That's one thing that I've learned in the past couple of months. Like some women, men definitely. But when a woman's like, for example, with what you just used, a woman can say she wants all of those things, but then when she gets it, it's not good enough. But that's because that's not really what she wants. And sometimes some women don't know that that's not what they want until they're in that situation. But yeah, in dating, you have to learn how to reflect on yourself. That's the one lesson that I've learned as an adult. When I realized that I was struggling in dating, I stopped and said, what am I doing different? What am I doing wrong? And I just wanted to ask everyone to get a feel. And then I just kind of built my own, and I just kind of realized what my flaws are, what I need to work on, what works for me, and I'm good. So
the truth is you can't be happy in a relationship until you're happy with yourself. The problem with a lot of people is that they get into a relationship expecting it to complete them.
Out the gate.
Don't get me started on that. But they expect it to complete them, and it doesn't. It should become another component of your complete life. So you have a life, they have a life, and then you develop something together. That way, if that something together doesn't work out, you each still have your individual life and nobody loses their identity in the relationship.
I like that.
Some of my viewers are jumping on. Shout out to Let's Talk About It. They're in their season 2 also. So shout out to them. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. They said consistency is important. One of my best friends, Treese, out in Jersey. Shout out to Jersey. When you're saved in the phone, you good. I know a lot of people that don't save numbers at all.
That's a whole different shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That is my pet peeve.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
I'm not always like that, but now iPhone do a little neat thing now to where it tell you who the person is. If they say their name at least once in there.
Right.
Sometimes I sincerely just forget.
That drives me nuts because I'm the one that gets the text message like, oh, I'm sorry, I meant to text at the such and such. So you didn't save my number in your phone.
Oh, man.
Or they doing copy and paste to a bunch of people.
To a bunch. Yep.
That's what that is.
That's pretty deep, though.
Yep.
I ain't got time for that one. I ain't got time for that one.
I'm just saying.
My best friend Tree says chivalry is dead and the thoughts are winning. That's why dating is hard. No good bums.
That's
thank you.
Let me tell you. That's a sad reality.
So this is the hard thing. I can tell you this. I mentioned this sometime last season. The whole thing that she said that the thoughts are winning. So I can address that from a woman's perspective, or at least my perspective. There are some women my age or just overall that are dating that feel that way. Because I know that let's use Instagram as an example. Let's say I'm in a relationship, okay? Men have a nice habit of just liking all the thoughts pictures and be thirsty under the thoughts pictures and give the thought all of this attention, and your girlfriend sees that, right?
Right.
So in her mind, she's thinking that's what he wants. That's what he wants me to look like. That's what he wants me to be like. That's what he wants. But he tells me that those girls are superficial, blah, 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 whatever. But that's who you're giving
all these likes to.
Yeah.
All the attention to.
Yeah. But then if she asks him, post me on your page. No, I don't want people in my business.
See.
They don't want them other girls in their business.
I say this. I've never been that person, and it because it always looks funny. I'm gonna be honest. It always looks like exactly what it looks like. 9 times out of 10, it probably is what.
I always say you can't get framed if you're not in the picture. Bottom line.
Right.
I don't put myself in that position, so.
But see, it's a lot of people that put themselves in that position. It's I've also been in relationships where I feel like maybe my girl was a little too friendly to somebody in the messages where they probably should have been like shooing them off. Like, that I've also been in that situation. I'm not insecure or anything like that. So if you're making me feel like that, like something's wrong. Like I feel like maybe you just need to fix it a little bit.
Yeah.
But see, I'm always willing to do the same on my end because I'm not perfect.
Right.
So.
Right. Lamar says social media has screwed up people's views of reality.
Yeah.
Why is there so much value placed on likes? That's a good question. The world will never know.
Not just likes though, but I think the other thing that social media does is it makes it so easy for people to connect with other people that they would never connect with, and it makes it so easy to put up a facade, right? So you're in a real relationship with somebody, right? And then somebody slides in the DMs, and that person doesn't know all of their business. They don't know what's really going on. They don't know their issues. They don't know, and then they interacting with each other on some fallacy nonsense, on some fantasy stuff, and it's not even real life. And then they try to, then it makes them inept when it comes to a real life relationship because they can't handle that. They don't want to deal with the issues. They don't want to deal with like, let me go to my DMs where everybody loves me all the time. You know, that's constant love because, you know, relationships are hard. Relationship, friendship, whatever the relationship is, even familial relationships are hard, right? So if you got that fantasy thing going on with people that you don't know, you ain't got to see all the time. Some of them you never even meet in person. You just having that conversation with them. You having a day. You feeling lonely or whatever. They sliding in your DMs and you making these fake.
It'd be so convenient.
Don't get me started.
It's so convenient.
It's so
I'm guilty. It's good. Yep. You having a bad day? Who's in my DM? How you doing today?
What's so beautiful?
You know, see, now you got a good point because if I'm feeling down, sometimes like, sometimes somebody might hop on the phone and say something that made me feel good. Like, I needed that. Like,
so you know what? So that goes back to like there's been conversations for years about affairs, and wasn't a problem in my marriage, but I'm just saying, I'm divorced, right? So a lot of times people will have what's referred to as an emotional affair, right? They're not having sex with the person. They may not even be meeting. Like I said, never met the person. Social media allows you. I'm sorry, y'all. Media allows you to have an emotional affair with somebody. Means you're forging a connection with a deep connection with somebody that you share your secrets with.
We got
you know. All right, let me stop. I might do talk time with Ashley Nicole. I'm sorry.
We got a caller. Hey, we got a caller. Who this?
It's Lamar.
What up, co-host?
He's Lamar.
Like y'all should know, okay? Hi, Lamar.
I don't know if y'all all follow Will Smith. Obviously, he posted something like about a week or two ago about how you got to make yourself happy and you got to find somebody and you can be happy together. But if you're looking for somebody to make you happy, it's not going to happen because people can make you smile, they can make you feel a certain type of way. But as it comes to making you happy, you can't put that responsibility on somebody else. It's impossible.
Right. I did see that video. Great point.
I've seen that too.
Yep. And then Lamar also. Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, right. Real low.
No, he's real low.
Yeah. Turn your phone up.
Why you whispering, Lamar?
You on the work phone or you on the regular phone?
Why you whispering, Lamar?
I'm not in the bathroom.
They whispering nowhere. Ashley knows better.
Lamar,
I don't even know what that means.
let me rewind.
You did not say Ashley knows better on air in front of these people. Anyway, Lamar, thank you so much for calling in with your opinion.
No doubt. I'm going to jump back on the Facebook chat.
Okay, talk to you later. Lamar's a good friend of mine, if you guys didn't know. He said people want easy. I say that all the time. We live in a microwave society.
Yeah, sure.
People want it now. They want it quick. And dating, I mean, it can be like that sometimes because you like somebody so much and it's going and you're like, okay, we let's get there, but
it ain't going as fast as you want it to. I mean, like everybody want to be loved.
Oh yeah.
Mariah Carey said love takes time.
Well, she did. And then you see what happened.
She still ain't, it's still taking time.
She's different.
But here's the thing in life. Don't shoot the messenger. It doesn't mean that the message isn't right.
Yeah, she loves the money more.
Right. And sometimes people say messages that apply to you more than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it.
She said, he has an island. oh, I'm with it.
Yes,
Oh, she had to go bigger than Nick Cannon. She said, I need more money than Nick had.
He had to.
Nick had more money than I thought he did.
I'm on the island too, all you island owners out there.
Hey, if you own the island, make sure you call this number 614-781-07. All you island owners. I'm with it. Lamar said everybody wants results, but nobody wants to put in the work. Yep. Yeah, because it's easy right now. It's easy to have 4 and 5 girls that do different things for you or satisfy you in different ways, and then you don't gotta. If this one got an attitude, I don't even gotta work that out like you would normally do. I could just call up this one right here.
But man, I'm be honest. That seems so. That seems so. I don't know, man. Like I just feel like I don't have time for that. Like.
I mean, not everybody's like that, but you know.
And then also, I mean, not that this really means much, but I just turned 30 not too long ago. And
shout out to the 30 club.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the 30 club now. And I just want something that feels authentic.
Didn't that change kick in?
It did. Like I felt it in my back for real. But
Stay that way. My brother, stay that way.
Now, I just want something that's authentic. Like everybody seems like they want somebody to handle this portion and that portion. And sometimes it even feels like that if you're not getting maybe that emotional response that you think you get from the person that you want or that you like or that you think that like you. You know, I feel like some women try to put you in a friend zone and you make things very clear. And I'm not that person. Like if I feel friend zone, that's a I gotta go. Like I gotta go. Like I'm not feeling that. Like that friend zone. Yeah, like I'm not the guy who has many like super close female friends. So that would never be a problem in my relationship. All my close female friends are my cousins, so that's easy. Like, but like I just something authentic. You know, everybody kind of wants somebody to handle each portion, like you said, of their life. But I mean, but I'm also a fan of polygamy. That's another topic. Look.
He just had to slide that right in.
Where you going?
Let me ask you a question. Polygamy for the men or for the women as well?
I think it's always the double.
Men or women?
It's a double standard.
I
definitely want to say that. I want to say that first. Like,
that's all I'm saying.
You know, I'm more so, you know, for the multiple women versus just because I guess just because how society's been perceiving it over the years. But I mean, I know that it's happening in other places, so
whatever works.
Listen, what works for you works for you. I just like to ask the question when men ask certain questions. I just like for them to be honest about the double standard.
Oh yeah, I'm very honest about the double standard, but I'm also another sound where I'm a fan of polygamy, but that's just for anybody who would like to do it. Like I don't think I'll ever find myself in that situation. I don't think my game is strong enough for that one. But you know, I'm very much so a one woman guy. Like
interesting topic. Lamar says Steve Harvey messes up dating a bit too. Got women out here trying to think like men.
Listen, be a woman. Man, that's who you are.
I felt victim. I was trying to think like a man. Like, okay,
so here's the thing, and it's funny because I had this conversation with a guy, and I felt the same way. Like, ooh, and I'm my mom saying this, but I'm gonna say it. Like, you know, that whole 30-day waiting thing. I was celibate for 8 years. Yes, I did that, but I didn't do it intentionally. I didn't plan for it to be 8 years. I just started, you know, on a journey, right? So, but I also think that, and I'm the one for waiting, for making, you know, important, meaningful relationship. If it's somebody you plan to be with long term, then you know you can wait that thing out, right? But I also do believe that if you sign up for that 30-day plan. Dude got 5 or 6 chicks, if not more, waiting for that 30-day plan, and they're like, 2 weeks. 2 weeks into this one. Let me throw in the flowers here. Oh, I'm 29 days into this one,
and or try to get you to break that 30.
That's a lot of 30-day plans going on. Yeah, like, I'll say that. That's
you think it's not happening?
I didn't say that. Okay. I didn't say that at all.
I'm just saying.
I know it's happening.
He knows. I'm just saying. You know, I also am not a big proponent. I'm not a big proponent of understanding the difference between men and women, Mars and Venus. But I'm also a bigger proponent of hearing a man. I need to hear more men tell men what to do about relationships. I'm tired of men telling women what to do to keep a man. Because here's a problem in society. It's our responsibility to get the man, and then it's our responsibility to keep the man. What does the man have to do?
Yeah,
and that's what this.
And what if he don't want to be kept?
What if he don't want? What if he don't want to be kept? You put all this effort into getting them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be that. Women are the prize. We're the queens.
Absolutely.
That's it. We're the prize. We're the queens. And if you ever forget that, it ain't too late to go back and start treating yourself like you the queen and make that man know that you're the prize.
Yeah.
Watch stuff change.
My phone just keeps dying. I'm not.
I mean, it's already headed towards that anyway. But I think it also started with the whole thinking like a man thing. Like,
and that's what I was saying. I've learned that I was guilty of that. Okay, I'm gonna think like a man. He wanna play the game. I'm gonna play the game too. Let me tell you something.
Not everybody else are playing games either.
Yeah. When you play games, you get games.
You get played.
Because a lot of times a guy might take me, for an example, he might take me seriously, but because I approached him on games, oh, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and play this.
Absolutely, that's exactly how it goes.
Yeah.
This is exactly how it goes. And most men, because they've been playing the game longer, they see it from a mile away. Like, oh, okay, I see what's happening right now.
The same thing on the flip side. I think a lot of gamers forget that women may not pick up their game initially because women tend to be emotional and they feel like they want it. But once a woman pick up on the game, watch out.
But see, that's funny. I literally said something about that earlier. Like,
watch out.
I literally said something about that earlier.
This is another thing I talked to somebody about. Everybody's so worried about not trying to be played, they never really let people in.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be willing to be vulnerable.
You got to be vulnerable.
You gotta be vulnerable.
It's hard. It's funny. So I recently played a game of checkers with somebody, and I whipped them. I had 6 kings at the end of the game, and an analogy came to me about the game of checkers. Because everybody says, you playing checkers, I'm playing chess. Don't be mad at checkers. Don't be mad at checkers.
Saying like checkers is too easy.
Somebody said, Ivo, shout out to Ivo, MOG. He said, y'all play games more and better than men. I, as a woman, I learned from the best. I'm going to be honest. When I was playing games, it was literally, oh, this is what he used to do. So I'm going to do this. That's just literally how I ain't going to respond. I'm going to leave him on red. I'm going to just tell him that I'm doing this and I know I'm not. Oh, well, that's just, we learned from God. We learned from y'all. Sorry.
Yeah. And the game of checkers, don't sleep on what the goal of the game is. A lot of people think, like they do in relationships, is to collect as many men or women as possible. That's not the object of the game. The object of the game is twofold: to protect your homeland and to develop kings and help them grow. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what I'm searching for.
That is a queen right there. Did you
She know her work.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Listen.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
Sucker.
That's great.
Yeah, but you know, that's why I started doing this on Facebook, just dating with Ashley Nicole, just because the conversation about dating, anyone can join in. You can be married, you could be divorced, you could be a widow, you could be single. You can be 30, 40, relationship. It don't matter. And it don't matter age. We all have a part. We all have different perspectives, experiences, you know, and
absolutely
everybody has something to say. I have a hard time believing dudes play the type of childish games chicks play. Phone games, leave on read, do not disturb. Okay,
they do, and they get emotional. Don't be fooled.
This is that time of the show where Ashley Nicole they be going through. That jersey's about to come out real quick. That jersey's
why your reads is on? I turn my reads off.
I turn my reads off.
Y'all put us on. Do not disturb. Whenever y'all with another girl, whenever y'all with your homies, you put us on. Do not disturb. Whenever
just keep your phone on silent the whole time because you don't want nobody know you getting a call.
No, that's not true. No, that's
I'm
not true.
keeping the Kings on read, and it's like Curvin. Hold on, because I gotta pick this up because I can't read it. I'm going blind, y'all. Y'all keeping the Kings on read. It's like Curvin has become the new sport. I agree, Golden Death, bro. Okay, so I agree. We live in a generation now where I will say women do play games a lot more. Maybe not a lot more, but just as much. It's more noticeable that women play. We've caught on to the game.
But y'all also like publicizing it too.
But
but then y'all also in the same spectrum, you get wild messages too. Like
some women are immature. Just like some men, some women are immature. That's where that's the key to the game.
True.
I know the game, but I'm not immature. That's the difference. Like I know how to just let me do this, let me see, and then I know I don't have to play the game. He's really into me. I can keep on going. Maturity plays key. Like you always have to be on edge. You always got to have your game face on because you don't know what you're dealing with. But maturity is going to change it.
especially, man, it's gonna take so long to know somebody. You know, the last, I guess, real situation I was in it for a month. That thing felt like it was about to go forever.
But that's how it is for women. You get to know somebody, you deal with somebody for 2-3 months. It feel like, oh my gosh, we've been together for 6 years, y'all. We getting married tomorrow. I already picked out the dress. My son's name gonna be Kiki. Your friends planning the wedding. That's how it is, especially when you like somebody. I don't think time should ever be an issue. We used to think that. I'll go back to this is the first relationship that I can think of, and there's probably plenty more. Chloe and Lamar at that time, they got married after 30 days.
Yep.
I remember everybody was saying she doesn't know him, she doesn't know whatever. The truth is, she felt like she knew him enough to decide to make him her life partner. She loved him enough to do. And the truth is, even though they're not together, I do believe that she loved him that much, because even in his situations, she was taking care of his house. Absolutely. She was building his just everything for him. So I don't think that time means anything nowadays. We used to think that, oh, you've only known him for this long. Listen, you know, everybody has a heart. They know.
I feel you 100%.
I believe in love at first sight. I really do. I'm crazy. I believe in love at first sight.
You only believe it if you've experienced it.
I believe in love at first sight, and I believe that the thing that takes the time is to figure out what it is that you love about the person. You may not be able to identify it immediately, but you know it's something. And I also am a firm believer that if you ever love someone, you always love them. The level of love and the type of love may change, but I also believe that love is a decision. I don't believe that people put too much emphasis on the emotional part of love. But it's a decision. Love means I want you to do well, whether you're with me or not. That's hard. I ain't get there yet. It's 2 things. I want you to do well with me. Baby,
that's mine, honey. You is not about to go over there with her, though. Okay, it's that. It's that.
I like that too.
It's that. But it's also just a desire to see the person do well, when it's decision that you're going to do what you can to help them do well. And you take the emotional part out of it. And I felt that way for years, but now I found a video recently that was circling around on Facebook that really, really brought it home for me. So you cannot work out with somebody and then still love that person. Doesn't mean either of you are bad people.
Right.
Didn't work out. That wasn't what that was supposed to be, but you can still love that person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, from afar.
Well, depends. I mean, sometimes
you got that spoon.
Listen, sometimes and that part can apply to family too. Always.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They say blood is thicker than water. I say, it's just darker. That's what I say.
But here's the thing.
What part you get cut at?
But here's the thing. So what? Blood is thicker than water, right? Snow is heavier than rain. Y'all didn't invite me to Miami.
I'm about to say, I just and not to change the mood, but I just lost a friend the other day that I've known since childhood that I shed tears for, and I didn't shed tears for a cousin a few weeks prior because I didn't know my cousin like that.
Yeah.
You know, we grew up as babies, but we didn't grow up as teenagers or adults, so I didn't.
Emotional connection.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta get on somebody real quick. Golden 513. He's talking to Ibo, telling him, he said we're in Miami, May 10th through 12th. First of all, my birthday is May 28th. How dare you go to my third home, Miami, without inviting me on my stream? But since you said I'm invited, okay, I feel better now. I can't go anyway, but thanks for inviting me now.
Yeah, she was going off while y'all were just talking just now. She's like, hold on, Miami? What the hell?
I love Miami. Miami is my favorite place in the world so far. Okay, well, I guess we can wrap up dating and just leave it on. It's complicated.
Yeah, it's absolutely complicated.
It is.
Just work on it.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yes, work on it. Even when you feel like you don't want to do it.
Work on it. Yeah, there we go.
I think with relationships, it's trial and error. Everybody's going to have trial and error. He's going to have trial and error with me. I'm going to have trial and error with him. And it's just a matter of, am I willing to work through this and accept it or find a solution to whatever.
And what works for one relationship doesn't work for the other.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. What works for me don't work for everybody at all. Absolutely. I had a conversation with somebody the other day. And for me, when it comes to dating, this is just me. Everybody probably doesn't feel this way. I have to be extremely excited about the person that I'm dating. Like extremely excited. I've been single for so long. So for me to make that decision that I want to just stick with this and ride this out, I have to be head over heels. Like, yes, I'm doing this. because then it feels a little bit.
It has some motivation.
Yeah.
But you felt that before. So you must know what that feels like.
Exactly.
And
yep. Well, I had a conversation with someone and we were comparing potentials for me. And I was just saying, like, you know, I need that spark. This person, they don't have that spark. I need that excitement. They don't really have that. Yeah, on paper, they're great, but they don't really have that. And they won't, for me.
On paper, they're great. I like that.
I'm just being honest because for me.
Check their stats real quick.
Background check.
I'm not saying that I will cheat, but what I am saying is that if something else that's exciting, so I'm just saying, I gotta be honest.
I like it.
That's why I have to be excited about you, because if something else that I feel like actually gives me that spark and you don't give it to me comes along, I don't know.
No, that's real. I mean, even as a man, like I feel like my woman should be excited to be around me,
right.
and vice versa, because that's how I want to feel. Like I had somebody who was just excited that I was around.
Right.
Hit me up. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Right.
Hey, you super happy. I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Exactly.
You being happy, making me happy. Like so.
Exactly.
You know, I think that works hand in hand.
That's how I felt. But when I was having the conversation, she was like, "But Ash, that fades." No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't. She was saying it doesn't last. It does last. Because you look at couples that have found it and accomplished it when they're like in their 80s or 70s. You see those couples, they're still holding hands and they still see that. They still see each other.
They can communicate without speaking. They can look. They can sense things, you know.
Now that I haven't had, I ain't been in a relationship that long to where y'all give each other that, well, you know, y'all got certain looks. That's different. Y'all be like, nigga. Like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe I shouldn't have did that.
Take a deep breath. You know what that deep breath means. I ain't even got to say nothing.
Oh, yeah. That side eye, not the good side eye either.
I'm saying.
Keep playing with me. That's that look.
Okay, we're going to get back into some music real quick. Jump into a music break so you guys can go ahead and click over, call your boo back, text in that message, do whatever it is you got to do. Because y'all know I'm more important than y'all, boo. I get it. It's cool.
Oh, man.
But yeah, we're going to jump into some music. Let's jump into Can We Smoke? Dre featuring Dom.
Oh.
They were here.
That was a real question.
He's like, we'll be right back, y'all. Talk time with Ash Nicole on WCMH Radio.
Can we I need to know your name. Gotta know. I need to know your name. Ma, now can I walk with you? Give me just a few minutes to talk with you. And if the vibe is right, I spark with you. Always kept it real, never been in the dark with you. I saw you stepping in the opposite direction. Your sun-kissed skin, mesmerized by your complexion. Trying to wake me off a goodbye with affection. But in my mind, I think our conversation's destined. My name is Drake, I almost forgot to mention. And don't pay me no mind, baby, attention. We can smoke, we can vibe. Baby girl, do you like to get high? Well, you should do it by my side. You roll the blunt while I'm staring in your eyes. I'm feeling you like braille to the blind. But the only thing I'm reaching for is your thighs. Let's chill, settle down. Yeah, you see us running in town. Better yet, I see us up on the jet. The Mile High Club, what you think about that? Can we smoke for a minute? Can I want to know tonight? Can we smoke for a minute? Yeah. Can I want to know your name? Look, see, I was lost, but now when I went down, cause my feelings go in circles every time you come around. Maybe we can chill and smoke, but we cannot settle down. Like a round trip ticket, I'll be in and out of town. Cause I'm trying to ball with you, but I never stay in bounds. When I show up to your door, you let me come in unannounced. Like, whoa, I'm tripping cause you really let me show up. Time to lick you like my swisher, cause tonight we finna roll up. Or maybe we can blow up, Remy or Henny. Maybe I can make you proud and keep you sticky like Benny. Or maybe we can just chill, light in and smoke. Pass the weed while I hit you like it's giving and go. We keep it on the low. We ain't got to tell nobody, but I'm trying to take it slow. While I'm rubbing on your body, have some fun and role play. Baby girl, you looking good, cause tonight I'm about to break you down like my back. Let us chill, settle down. King, you'll see us running the town. Ease your mind with this blunt, let it take all the pain. But before I let you go, you gotta tell me your name. I want to know your name. Can we slow for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Come on and smoke with me, baby. Come on, took up with me, baby. I said I wanna smoke, you wanna smoke. I wanna smoke you out.
Try to throw that, try to throw that, try to make it nasty, try to clap it for the girl. Watch baby throw the booty on me, watch baby throw the booty on me, watch baby throw the booty on me. Oh yeah, let me see the booty make. Oh yeah, let me see the booty make. Watch baby throw the booty on me, watch baby throw the booty on me. Watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, booty on me. Let me see the booty make. Let me see the booty make. Juice, juice, juice. Oh, up like bubble gum, but I need juice, 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 flow. You know who I'm talking to. I know you nasty. Don't walk past without doing that thing. Make it cinematic. Catch you a traffic. It's automatic. I'ma pull up with that stick. I'm proud of that kid. Juice, juice. Watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, juice. Watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, juice. Let me see the booty make. Juice, juice. Let me see the booty make. Juice, juice. Watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, juice. Watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, juice. Let me see the booty make. Juice, juice. Let me see the booty make. She just caught her waist trainer. Tryna get rid of that little stomach. Booty tremors. I can help you lose the tummy. I put it on your belly. I put you friend if you let me. She killing up like a cherry. Don't fuck with no babies, no cherry. Can't fuck with no babies, no cherry. What I got me young, I swear she can't get 21 and she's almost fine. Juice, juice, watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, juice, watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, juice, let me see the booty make. Juice, juice. Let me see the booty make. Juice, juice, watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, juice, watch baby throw the booty on me. Juice, juice, let me see the booty make. Juice, juice, let me see the booty make.
Running the game. This is what the top feels like.
DJ Khaled. This is Rihanna. You know you probably heard of me.
Talk time with Ashley Nicole.
Who just texted me and said I look like a meal, not a snack. I'm done with you. Anyway, thank you guys for rocking with me this Sunday. Talk time with Ashley Nicole. Got some special people in the building. Let's reintroduce everybody that's in the room.
Go ahead, Nick.
Right, left, middle, don't matter.
We're gonna start in the middle. LAMBO, VANGOH, Columbus, Ohio's finest.
The audio unit, AU, producer.
Okay. Mom Dukes, the one and only. You don't know, now you know.
Now you know, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for this new segment. It is called 3 Questions with Ashley Nicole. 3. So you guys know I'm an open book. I like to talk about me. Whatever you guys want to talk about, ask me questions. I don't care. big part of my show was just kind of opening up and just allowing people to see me, be transparent. A lot of times people see my pictures and they just think, who is this person? How does she act? What is she like? So I wanted to do a segment of my show so you guys can really get to know Ashley and you know, just kind of get to know me on a different level. So 3 questions with Ashley Nicole. I don't know if I'm ready, but I think I'm ready. Who wants to go first? I'll go. Oh no. You can answer everything else.
I already asked a wild question. I already asked a wild one. So
okay. Well, your mom goes first.
Right.
Okay. So what is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret, I know the answer to this question. So my biggest regret is I love my children, all 3 of them. My biggest regret is not establishing myself first before I had children. I tell anyone that's, you know, in their early 20s or that just doesn't have kids, go follow your dreams, accomplish your goals, do everything that you can possibly do now before you have children, because it's not going to be as easy to do with children. It can get done, definitely can get done. But one of my biggest regrets, or if I could switch things, if I had the capability to do it, I would have gotten a lot further in my career prior to having my first son, and instead of being where I'm at now and trying to drag them along with me through the struggle, through the dream.
So that's a nice segue into my next question. What is your largest dream?
Ooh, my largest dream.
Like bananas off the chain dream.
I don't know, you guys. I just want to get married and bored. No, I don't know.
Not boy, you don't want to be bored.
No.
She want to be on an
Island. Listen, maybe on my island where you at, Island Man. You at Island Man.
My biggest dream, I really don't even know how to answer that question. I think that every step that I take career-wise, I learned that I'm interested in something else. So I really don't know how far I want to go because I really don't know where this road is going to take me. I don't really have an end all point. Like I want to accomplish this. When I was modeling, it was, I want to be on the cover. I did that. It is what it is. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow.
Okay. So the last one is for your listeners and your viewers.
This is for y'all. So you said you could do this.
What is one childhood confession that you've never made to me?
Oh man.
She went here.
I'm watching. I would definitely tell my mom. She would give me the dirtiest look, but I'll tell her.
Childhood confession.
Don't do it, Ashley.
I'm trying to do the cleanest one. Y'all gotta stop giving me these heart eyes. I can't think straight right now.
They said you're a whole meal, Ashley. I can't think.
Hard eye. They said you look like a snack. You need a stack.
You know, they still got the emojis going, so it's all love.
I know. Childhood confession that I can tell you. Okay, so there's this one time, just one thing that came to my mind. It's probably something else, but it's one thing that came to mind. So my mom has nice clothes, okay? She always has had nice clothes.
You gonna tell the Lamar story?
No, I'm not,
okay.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
So there was this one day, this is real childish of me, okay? I'm even embarrassed to say this, but I did it. I needed a black shirt. Right? Oh. I needed a black shirt and I did not have a black shirt. So my mom had this really nice, it was like a nightgown. I know exactly what she's talking about. But she thought that I made it into a shirt.
Oh, you made it into a shirt.
Yeah, it was a nightgown. I turned into a shirt.
Ooh, look at the look on her.
And she was man. She thought I did it because I was mad at her. It had nothing to do with you, Mom. I just needed a shirt.
Yeah, I don't think y'all understand. It wasn't just a dress. It was my husband's coming home sexy. Oh. And on top of it, she left the cut up pieces for me to find. It was like I was like, where's my dress? Where's my dress? Where's my dress? I did a hard job. Where's my dress? Listen. And then I found the cut up pieces and I was like, is she blocking? Like, what
16?
Oh, 16. She was 16 exactly.
Now, did you be like, man? At least she's putting her creative mind to use.
I just now found out it was a shirt. This is a confession. Oh my God, I wanted to cut up pieces. I was like,
I was mad at her, and I just mad it up.
Like,
that's what she thought.
You know what? You know what's ironic? But you know what's crazy about that?
Somebody said, Ash, you did it.
She did. The crazy thing is, she still shops in my closet.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Shops. I live in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And when I can't find something, it's at Ashley's. I went to her house today. And I was going through her closet like, oh my goodness, no wonder I can't find this.
That is interesting, Ashley.
It is interesting, and she should have never started me at 2 years old wearing the heels and playing dress up. You should have stopped me then because it wasn't going to stop.
No, she shopped the first time she came to my house, when I moved into my house in South Carolina, I caught her upstairs Instagramming. Look at Mom's closet. Why does she have this? Why does she have that?
Okay, because Mom will have a two-piece or something. And I'm like, what the heck is she doing with a two-piece?
Forget what she wanted to take before she left.
Still blocking. You hear me? Still blocking. Can I live?
She still got that video so she can go back. Right.
3 questions with Ashley Nicole. You heard it. I just confessed. It was me.
Oh, man.
I knew it was her. I didn't know why. But here's the thing. I just needed a shirt. Better if she just needed a shirt. I would have felt better.
I did.
I felt like she was blocking, trying to break up my marriage. It was my husband's coming home dress.
I just needed a shirt, y'all. I needed a shirt.
She didn't even know what type of dress that was.
I didn't. Until
it's
today.
Like a nice top for real.
Yeah, it had a nice top. I bet you it was a nice top. It showed all the curves, all of the, nice top, y'all. I like this. All of it, like, what? How?
Like, nice.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
It was to make it happen. It was the freakum dress.
It was.
It wasn't that. It was that.
It was the freakum dress.
She's had worse.
Shots fired.
Next on the list, 3 questions with Ashley.
They always work and get great results.
Oh man. All right, so I guess I'm up.
You're up next. 3 questions for me. If you guys got any questions, go ahead and drop them down. I might go ahead and answer your questions today.
The first question, it'll be about music. Okay. So, what draws you to an artist? Like, what makes you attached? Like, and I'll give you, I guess, make that a 2-part. Like, for local artists and somebody who's already in the industry, what do you in your ears, in your head, differentiate from the 2 that make you be like, okay, this guy should be up here with them, or this girl should be here with them?
So for me, when I make selections on my show, I can tell you this. 1, I have to feel it. A lot of people don't know this. I grew up in music. My mom, the saying used to be that I was either going to be born in a club or a studio. It was it's in my blood. There was a point in time where I was pursuing music. It's in my blood, no matter what. I can't run from it. So when I listen to music, I just kind of go through songs, and then it's like, okay, I can rock with this. Like, it doesn't matter if it's ride music, if it's trap music, it doesn't matter. I listen to it all. But what makes me bring people or want to bring people on my show is how much you put into yourself. Honestly. Absolutely. I get a lot of music on a daily basis of people that they don't have it recorded. They don't have any social media to show for it, or the simple things that I feel like are the simple things. You get out of your career to an extent what you put into it, at least the presentation part of it. And for me, presentation is a big part. Plus obviously good music. Good music, definitely. But I feel like if I'm gonna push you, or at least have you on my show, I have people listening from Jersey, New York, I mean all over the place. The last thing I want is to play something and they're like, Ash, what was that? Did they record that in the car? Like what? So, quality, like I said, the main thing is just that you put in the effort in yourself. Everyone can say that they want to do music and they want to do this and they want to do that. But your effort, what you send me, that's why I tell people, like, it's easy for me to just be like, oh, yeah, you could get on the show. No, email it to me. Yeah. Because then I want to see what you're going to email me, the quality of your presentation and how much you really believe in yourself. And a lot of people think that you got to have money. You don't always have to have money to invest in yourself. Instagram is easy. Yeah. Facebook is easy. There's so many social media platforms that are easy that you don't even have to invest in. You can get your music out there.
Yeah.
Or at least,
but that's at least a start, because you do gotta invest in yourself. I think that's the big one that I do not see a lot of people do. Yeah. And it's a lot easier to invest. Like, you don't have to spend much money to invest. Like, little things that you doing that you don't realize, put that little bit of money aside. Like,
and the truth is, excuse my French, but I've learned the more you fuck with yourself, the more people will fuck with you.
Absolutely. Amen. Be yourself. Like, that's probably the biggest thing. And even I'm still learning. I got it now, but authenticity is
across the board, no matter what you're doing.
Just be yourself.
You have to convince other people why they should believe in you. Absolutely. And if you don't believe in you, then what?
They'll see it. It's kind of like the whole I smell blood thing. Like, right. I can tell you don't really want to be here. Like,
nope. Right. So yeah, that's what draws me to it. My artists are just to get people in the artist spotlight. Only a select few. I get a lot of consistent emails like, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" And it's hard, but
Well, you know what? Then I feel honored to be here. Then
you should.
I feel honored. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
My next question.
Number two.
Because you only get two.
I know, because I had a good one too. It was real good.
It was real good.
And I feel like somebody should have been asked you that, but
and if you just tune in, go to the top of the show.
What is your biggest pet peeve? Like, and I mean that, and this is for I won't even say necessarily a relationship. Maybe somebody that you're talking to. What is just that no-go? So like, all right, I can give him a second chance for this, but if he does this again, oh no, like, or if he does this,
what are deal breakers?
Let's just say, what's your top 3 deal breakers? Because I know it can be more than one, and depending on what type of day, it could be something different. So,
thankfully, for anybody that encounters me, I'm at a great place in my life because I'm more open and understanding, and I'm more attentive. I'm more likely to listen and understand. And I tell my mom this all the time. I'm learning to respond and not react to how someone treats me, to how someone, the interaction with me, just overall, I'm learning that. So my top 3, honestly, I don't know what my top 3 are, because I don't want to say, I'm just going to be honest, I'm not going to say cheating. I'm not going to say that, only because I don't know. I don't know what the circumstances are. I don't know. Do I want to be cheated on? Absolutely not. Nobody wants to. Right. Nobody does. But do things happen? It is what it is. Does it mean that person loves me less, or no, it doesn't. It's really up to us to decide where we're going to go from there. So, for me, you have to support me. You have to support me. I run into a lot of situations where, she's just doing this, she's just whatever, but you're not supporting me. Like, I need your support. I need to know. I kind of do want to be with someone. I want you to be my number 1 fan.
Say it.
I want you to be my number 1 fan.
That's how
I want you to be so excited.
That is sexy.
The Usher song, "There Goes My Baby." I want him to feel like that. Like, that's mine. You see all these things, I want her, but that's mine right there.
Exactly. That's how it should be.
Yeah, because I will be equally as that excited about my spouse and my partner. So you have to support me. Deal breakers. You gotta have drive. You gotta have drive, and you gotta have motivation. Now, I'm not saying that. Don't get it twisted. Saint said, "Mom, I'm the deal breaker. They better get it together."
If they gonna take care of you and not me, they gotta go.
Exactly. We got Saint here, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, it is right here. Hold on, guys. Mommy mode kicked in real quick.
Pumpkin.
All right.
Essence.
You gotta have some motivation. You gotta want to do something with your life. And I don't mean that you gotta want to be rich. I don't mean that you gotta want to drive a Benz. I don't mean that you gotta want to be a rapper or whatever, but you gotta have some kind of motivation to be something in your life. Because for me, the type of person that I am, I require somebody to help me stay on my toes. I need to look at my man and see, you know what? He's doing all of this and I'm just not doing that. I need to get my life together. Yeah. I need that. I need somebody that's like, babe, I'm about to go to the gym. You want to come because you ain't came in 2 weeks. You're right. I'm coming with you. I need that. Mm-hmm. Some people don't like that though. It's not enough people like that. Because you have to know yourself. I know that about myself, that I need someone that is doing things not because I want to get benefit off of what he's doing, right? Because I'm doing something and sometimes I'm going to slip. So I need to be able to visually see my partner do things that are going to motivate me, and vice versa. It's going to be times that he's going to slip, but it's going to be like, babe, look, I'm doing this. You want to come? I'm the same way. So you gotta be doing something.
It's funny because I was saying to Ashley, we talk relationships after, and I was saying to her that it's really hard for me to find someone who matches my drive.
Yeah.
Because I can be working on 7 different things at one time and giving them all 100% attention. Like I'm the person who gets up 6 o'clock in the morning. Some mornings I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I work for myself. But just because I have so many things to do, and I got to be honest, my daughter matches my drive. You know what I'm saying? but she was raised in it. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's really hard for me to find someone to match my drive. Okay. And ideally, I would like someone to exceed my drive, like she said. You know. It's tough nowadays, though.
I say that's kind of been a deal breaker for me too. That's why it's awesome because I mean I do music, and if I don't feel somebody who barely even listens to my music rock with me. Yeah. So why shouldn't you do the same? Yep. And you know that's true. I love for you to give me constructive criticism. I'm great with that. Like, but also, you know, I guess that all comes with time too, and learning and knowing people. But even still, I feel like those things should be automatic. Like,
but I also think that's where you have mutual interests, right? Like when you find, that's why you have to find that commonality of like, if our passions are the same passions. Get the freedom dress on. It works all the way around.
No, that's real. That's real. If y'all got the same drive, I think that's
it's important.
Yeah. Let me see my third deal breaker. Can we say lying?
That's what I
mean, especially if you could feel it too. Absolutely.
Lying. Or I'm gonna jump the gun and just say someone that is not clear. I need for you to be clear. See, any situation that I'm in, I'd say from the jump, I need for you to keep it 100 with me on what you want and what you think this is going to be or what you see. Not because I want to tell you like, no, we're not going to. No, because Ashley needs to know how Ashley should move. And if you're telling me that you want to move like we're going to be in a relationship, then Ashley's going to move like we're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. If you tell me like, I got a girl, but I just want to. It is Ashley's decision, right? If she wants to move forward with that or walk away. Yep. I always say keep it 100. Men, for some reason, they are afraid, and that's because there's some immature women that don't know how to. They don't respect the fact that a man is being honest with them, so they take it and they just run with it. So guys are like, I don't want to tell her because if I keep it 100 with you, then you might curse me out or you might leave or you might whatever. Give me that option. And it's because when you don't, then her reaction to whatever you give her, she's crazy. No, you wasn't clear. Right. Y'all, you wasn't clear.
No, I don't like the sidestepping a lot of questions. Yeah, I'm not one for that. I try to make my intentions very clear for the day.
I think the thing is be honest and then accept whatever the consequences are, rock with them. Otherwise, you're just manipulating somebody into being into something that is going to blow up.
And it's okay if you don't know. Right. It's okay if you don't know. Listen, I've met people and I didn't know what my intentions were, but you know, whatever happens. If that's how you feel, then you communicate that.
Yeah, because otherwise your situation will turn into a blow up situation.
What would you do in a situation where you don't know what your intentions typically would be?
Go with the flow. That's where I'm at now in my life. I'm learning to go with the flow. I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
That one with the flow too.
Yeah. I'm learning to go with the flow. I was a relationship girl. So any situation I was ready to just jump in a relationship. But the truth is, you have to date. You know, like I can date a guy and then we not end up in a relationship. And guess what? I'm still gonna learn something from him in the process. That's okay. That's life. That's how you learn what you want and what you don't want. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just, like I said, I'm learning, go with the flow.
Absolutely.
In my dating life, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know where I'm at today, and that just is what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I guess that completes my.
Yeah, that completes your 3. That completes your 3. You got 3.
Well, since I don't know you that well outside of radio personality, what do you do?
What do I do?
What do you do?
I want to toot my own horn, but
Toot it.
So you can. I'm a radio personality now.
Okay.
This was. I started off modeling. My mom got me into modeling very young. That was always my dream, modeling. Runway modeling specifically is where I started. I grew up loving Cindy Crawford. I wanted to do everything Cindy Crawford. That's my favorite. And as time progressed, I did different things in modeling. I got into acting. I did my first big feature film. I was an extra, The Last Witch Hunter with Vin Diesel.
Whoa!
Magazine-wise, I've been published. I did an interview with Maxim, the Valentine's Day edition online.
Okay.
Couple of things just to name drop a little bit. I've done music videos, a couple of things. Then I started to realize, being a mom, jumping into that was around the time frame where brands were getting heavy. Everyone wants to build a brand, and we're starting to learn that. So I started to dabble out into entrepreneurship. I started a brand called Pretty Cartel.
Okay.
And I had a few models named the Dolls of Pretty Cartel. We did a couple of events here and there. They pretty much were the face of my brand, my clothing line. That's what we did. Eventually, I stopped doing that and I transitioned over to stylist. So right now, I'm a wardrobe stylist. If one of my friends is going out, do something for them. If my mom's going out of town, I make some boards for her. If I have a client that needs to be styled, I do that. So,
but she doesn't shop in my closet. So let me come
here mom's
Yeah, but I do that. And then how this started was this summer, probably like May or June. I was getting frustrated with dating. So I was like, I'm about to get on Facebook Live and just rant. And I did. And people after that, they were like, are you going to go live again? I was like, okay. So I would just keep going live. I never had a specific time. I would just randomly go live. Yeah. And people loved it. So, and then I had a conversation with someone here and they were like, you should get a radio show. Won't you do it? Or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Believe it or not, I went to college. My major was communications journalism. I wanted to be an entertainment journalist, but I had lost track of that because I got into modeling. So now it's just crazy that it comes full circle and I'm actually doing what I originally wanted to do. So like my mom, I'm a woman of many hats. I'm a single mom, 3 boys, do a couple of things.
Word. Second question. Okay. Sure. When it comes back to the fashion, who is your favorite stylist outside of your mom? Because you raising your mom's clothes and everything. So who influences you as a stylist?
Who are some people who style that influences me?
Yes.
Okay, these are cliche, but these are the people that I look at. I love Khloe Kardashian. Okay. I like Kim Kardashian style. I always look at those two. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Gloria Govan. She's Laura, actually, not Gloria. Laura Govan. She's a style influencer. For me, I don't really have a person. If it's not the Kardashians, I'm gonna be honest. Then I usually but no, I have to like it. I have to like what you have on. I have to get a sense of, okay, I would wear that. I would do that. I don't have anyone. Yeah, cut it up, make it whatever. Yeah. Go in designer mode one day,
I'll cut it up.
Yeah, I just like good fashion. I like fashion that, pertains to a specific person at the mood. The thing that I love most about fashion is that depending on how I feel, you can always tell by what I have on. That's usually how it is. And that's usually how it is for a woman. If she's feeling her absolute best, you can tell because she's shining.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that I think I love the most about fashion. As far as what influences me, I don't know. Just gotta have the look. I don't like anything that's too. Yeah, I don't like anything that's just too rich. For me, my style is all over the place. I could come now. I got on these Hirachis. Nobody even knows it. They just like, oh, she got on a dress. It just depends on whatever.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Okay, my third question is like a 2-part question.
Let's go.
So it's like, what type of man in business do you like, and what type of man in business you wouldn't date or mess with?
In business, we gotta industry wise,
like a rapper, it might be a model, like who you you know, go for or who you wouldn't go.
She knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
Well,
she hugging that man right now in her head. Like, let me tell you about that.
No, there really isn't a, I like a businessman. Don't get me wrong. I can date a man that's in corporate America and about his business. I could date a man that's a rapper and he about his business. I could date somebody that's an athlete and he about his business. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I have dated, tell them, tell them, that's right.
She got this.
That's right.
Saying like, none of
that.
Right. She like, I'm the man. My son is acting up, y'all. He's telling me that we shouldn't be talking about dating.
It's
like, I'm the man.
Every time we talked about it, he made noise.
He jumped up. Yeah, industry wise, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I gotta date a basketball player. No, never. That will never be me.
Okay.
I just so happen to attract him because I'm taller. I'm a tall woman, but I'll date a basketball player.
That just made me realize so when I walked in for sure that I was right about you. Bumped out a little tall.
I'm tall.
I didn't look down, but you just told me you had a Huaraches. Like,
yeah. Athletes do tend to flock to me because I'm taller, but
you're like right in their eyes. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't matter to me. As long as you're about your business, I'm not big on industry wise. It is what it is, honestly. You can be a model, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. So I think that looks like, is that a wrap for our 3 questions for Ashley Nicole?
Yeah. real quick.
Real quick. So we're gonna go to some music real quick, and then we're gonna jump back into Artist Spotlight and talk about this music. Lambo, VANGOH.
Hey.
Ignoring all the signs, blind to the things that you're doing behind me. Girl, I'm from a distance. We can't even blame that on the distance. Cause even when you're close, I'm still missing. And still I have intention to make you mine, ride or die. Pedestal I put you on is high. So send me your location. Baby, I need your sweet sensation. Pulling up on you, no hesitation. Time is an illusion, but don't keep me waiting. I gotta ask you this before we try. Baby, will you ride me? Sunrise, riding with my zombie. Riding through the city streets. On the floor. Every time I feel this, you make me wanna more. Girl, I'm trying to find reason for the lies. You hang me out to dry on the line. I see your every single reply. I go. You hurt me so good, baby, no. You pick me up and then you drop me low. Why you do this to me, baby, no. Be clear, I let you drive me crazy if you still. Yeah, but just show work your magic. Maybe we could disappear to another city. I could be your only thing. You know I let her rap, but you make me wanna sing. Would you rap for me?
Hey, this is what y'all wanted, huh? Hey, before I leave this earth, man, I will be a legend. No matter what, that's all I ask. Nah, that's all I'm demanding right now. Man, y'all better. Save my name. Man, this one's for you, baby. Man, before I die, I need 100,000 yelling at me. Wait for the phone to Mr. Washington from every battle. Stepped away and came back, I was paranoid. 5 bands gone quick, I played my homeboy. He was the only one home while I was in Florida. I dare you rap bastard, after robbing bullshit. Had the time to the street with the stitching door. Had to beat the landscape, they don't bleed more. Where the money at, bitch, I need that interest. Say my name right now on some quick shit. Thought I was super hung, yeah, on some slick shit. Last time I touched friendship over business. We go home, guess what you say? Man, say my name. I'm not finished. Come on now, say my name. No longer request, this is a demand, you heard me? Man, before the barrel hit his whistle, bitch, speak my name. You know it's time to kick the bucket, ain't no passive flame. I rock salt 20 times, I can create pain. Mine saw a hair run a needle through a vein. Real talk is be serious and play a game. You got 10 whole seconds to say my name, or you can pick off wire wrapped in rusty chains. Either way, look into my eyes and yell my name. Say it loud 3 times like Candyman. You already took the candy, now be a man. All I ask is real love like a part of slave. But before I shackle you, just say my name. Man, come on now, say my name. Hey, man, say my name. You heard me? Say my name.
Upside down on the ceiling, on the ground. There's no limits to our love. There's no limits to the sounds we make. Girl, you know exactly what to do. Know exactly how to move. Got me stuck up in this groove, like we're orbit in the sun. Keeps getting hotter, getting hotter. Sin is dripping from my tongue. Yep, we on fire, we on fire. Got your body going numb. No, we not tired, we not tired. Escalating my desire. Ain't no stopping till the morning. We go higher and higher. We get closer to the stars when we make it down. Further and further, just didn't find the space until we're done. We make it love like there's no gravity. Like there's no gravity. there's no gravity. We making love like there's no gravity. There's no gravity, like there's no gravity. Completely hypnotized in ecstasy, tiptoeing kisses up your thighs. This body here belongs to me, belongs to me, belongs to me. This body here belongs to me, belongs to me, belongs to me. This body here belongs to me. Feeling like we're orbiting the sun, keeps getting hotter, getting hotter. City's dripping from my tongue. We on fire, we on fire. Got your body going now. No, we not tired, we not tired. Escalating my desire, ain't no stopping till the morning. We go higher and higher. We get closer to the stars when we make love. Further and further, drifting deeper in the space until we're done. We making love like there's no gravity, like there's no gravity, like there's no gravity. We making love like there's no gravity, there's no gravity, like there's no gravity. Outer space is where we go when our bodies lose control. Put you on a ride on this rocket, baby. Come with me, ain't no stopping, baby. I'm too glad you're coming back. Be with me, take your body to another fantasy. But on the show, no time to waste. This stroke I'ma give you, girl. I'll take you to another place. Higher and higher, we get closer to the stars when we make love. Further and further, drifting deeper in the space until we're done. We making love like there's no gravity, like there's no gravity, no gravity, yeah. We making love like there's no gravity, like there's no gravity, like there's no gravity.
Hey. So this is what y'all wanted, huh? Really? All right. That's cool. Back on my shit. That's what you asked for. Started throwing up pieces, stopped throwing the blood. And since then, real talk, y'all ain't show me no love. Had to turn the other cheek, represent for my sons. But I was back to gunplay or just grab the gloves. Little nigga said I washed up and tied me, bitch. You can't even whip work, you ain't got no wrist. Told my bitch I need to stop, I should just go quit. She said fucking bring war, make them pop that clip. Damn right, it's time to bang. Real G stand up, gotta make the fake submit with a Cobra clutch. 80 proof rock cut, I don't need no cut. Don't say that I'm bugging when I pop that trunk. This is what y'all wanna laugh now, don't cry later. I'll be gone turning cheeks for you bitch ass haters. I'm trying to get money, fuck being the greatest. I like a rhyme and 2 shovels, no I don't mind slaving. I try to be cool, try to stay in my lane, but y'all niggas won't let me be. So I picked up my flag and I dug up the snub. Y'all ain't letting me get no sleep. Try to speak to the hood, get back to my block, being nice, y'all ain't hear me. Put my vest back on, gotta get it back strong. Y'all don't wanna roll with me.
Chopper, chopper, go block it. All my niggas is shopping. We don't fuck with imposters. We got pistols and choppers. My niggas running your pockets. Pussy niggas is targets. I'm just trying to be honest. We winning this shit, I promise. Fit to shoot you, no talker. I do this shit for my daughter. My life's a movie, no horror. Niggas is out of order. I'll kill you, buy me a lawyer. We ballin', I ain't the scorer. I came from work in the corner. You try me, it is a slaughter. Grew up streets with my father. Linked up with Raven, invading your station. This nation, no Mason. Nightlife, Wildlife, 2 guns, thug life. Mama said I got demons, just trying to get my head right, trying to get my bread right. Got a pretty bad little bitch, keep my bed tight. Got a fully loaded Glock 9, have a lead fight. Let me catch it out, he get popped at a red light. They're right, shoot him on sight.
I try to be cool, try to stay in my lane, but y'all niggas won't let me be. So I picked up my flag and I dug up the snub. Y'all ain't letting me get no sleep. Try to speak to the hood, get back to my block, being nice, y'all ain't hear me. Put my vest back on, gotta get it back strong. Y'all don't wanna war with me.
I'm the hottest in the street.
Running the game. This is what the top feels like.
DJ Khaled. This is Rihanna.
Childish and Gambino.
Oh, you probably heard of me.
Talk time with Ashley Nicole.
Talk time with Ashley Nicole only on WTMH Radio. It's me. We got a guest right here. Everybody say hi to Malachi as Enos Pringles. It's time for us to go ahead and jump into the artist spotlight. He's unbothered, y'all.
He's eating chips. I'm sorry. They didn't pay for that. He's eating potato chips.
Right. Straight up.
So we're going to jump into this artist spotlight. LAMBO VANGOH got some bangers we about to play. I'm going to let you guys jump into this music. I got 2 songs for you. One of them is actually one of my favorite tracks that he has sent to me. It's called GOAT. You can actually check out his album right now on iTunes. We can jump into that song. Sit back, listen, turn it up, turn your speakers up. We'll be back. Talk time with Ashley Nicole only on WTMH Radio. Artist Spotlight, LAMBO VANGOH. Check them out.
I am so great, smoking no great, filling my pipe, watch full steak, my vision's like Lee, brother, but really like Kobe, in the clutch I'm so mellow, halftime need a soda, but the dominant golfers are such a dominant dunker, I go so hard in the paint, two rings like the Russell, I'm trying me great, my vision's like Peyton, in the clutch I'm so Drew Brees, 3 rings on top Brady, you can call me the Wizard Saloon, the line, boy, the Venus is clean, I am Ohio's go talking trash like I'm Golden Green, the greatest of all time, and you just go cheese, dreadhead, numbers go like a Jamaican boxer, I'm the greatest of all time, what more I gotta say, I'm the greatest of all time, what more I gotta say, I'm the greatest of all time, what more I gotta say, I'm the greatest, Ohio's go great, Ohio's go great, Ohio's go great, I am so great, Ohio's go great, Ohio's go great, Ohio's go great, I am so great, welcome to my jungle, rumble, young man, rumble, I'm coaching up my team, stay out that model, this huddle, I'm taking off like shuttles, work, they watch me like a hubble scope, I'm smoking on that Brian Green, you can check my net worth, the infamous 4-2, they love me like Jackie Brown, fire on home base, I'm something like Willie Mays, chasing cats like Airways, King Stick, call me fire, making hits like Barry Bonds, boy, I'm on that Mark McGuire, look like a butterfly, sting like a bee, my words will move you, my movement strong just like God the King, don't bite my gun, cause I am like Louis Farrakhan, in the mountain like God, be like me up on my mind, I'm the greatest of all time, what more I gotta say, I'm the greatest of all time, what more I gotta say, I'm the greatest of all time, what more I gotta say, I'm the greatest, Ohio's go great, Ohio's go great, Ohio's go great, I am so great, Ohio's go great. Ohio's go great. Ohio's go great. I am so great. Greatest of all time. What more I gotta say? I'm the greatest of all time. What more I gotta say? I'm the greatest of all time. What more I gotta say? I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. Ohio's go great. Ohio's go great. Ohio's go great. I am so great. Ohio's go great. Ohio's go great. Ohio's go great. I am so great.
We can conquer the world. You and me, no one else. Tell me if that's what you want to do.
Would you talk to me if I talk to you? Well, I choose you, baby, because you are so cool. The coldest piece I've seen outside of the pool. Ain't an image in my head of all the things we can do. Violets, blue, and roses smell like bullshit. Just you and me together, baby. This world we can rule it. When it's through time, I just come home to approve it. I'm press on your buttons, but it's operating smooth. I'll do this, I'll do that. Rub your feet, I'll rub your back. Vacation, different habitats. Now we kicking it like hacky sack. Meet me at the stars, and we'll never finish your pause. Over to my galaxy where you and me are stars. I'll take you to ecstasy. She creaming like the Milky Way. We insane like smartphones. She busted like an AK. All upon my chocolate bars. I guess must be payday. I'm feeling just like Jodeci. Can I come and talk to you? Talk to me, 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 just talk to me, baby. Just talk to me, baby. Talk to me, 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 just talk to me, baby. 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 Talk to me, baby. Just talk to me, baby.
Shoot me down to the end of
Artist Spotlight, bringing the artist to the people.
We heard it here first. Artist Spotlight today. Our first Artist Spotlight of season 2. Lambo and go.
Add in.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I went to the bathroom, I think. Now I'm back.
Are you nervous about this interview? Because now the spotlight's on you.
Now it's on me.
Turn.
I've been waiting for this.
Got Saint here. He's trying to take over.
Yeah.
Okay, down. I like
that was down now. Yeah.
That was clear.
He was not playing.
So I can tell you, these questions are not going to be anything that you've ever thought they were going to be.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, I like to just chill. If you ever seen my show, I like to just chill. We just talk. I never want anyone to feel like it's an interview. I want you to know, like we've been doing, we're just talking.
Yeah.
So after going over your album, the first thing that I do want to talk about is I noticed that you have some work with Nestwords.
Yes.
Big name in the city. I'm pretty sure everybody's going crazy. Just saying the name.
Yeah.
Saying that name.
Antennas pop up Right.
See, and it's kind of different for me because I hear so much about Ness from so many people, but I'm not from Columbus. I've been here for 8 years now.
Are you from South Carolina or?
Nope, I'm from Jersey. My mom's
I heard that. I almost asked your mom if she was from Jersey.
No, we're from Jersey. She moved to South Carolina because she just wanted to, be by the beach.
Hey, I mean.
So,
ain't mad at that.
But yeah, I've heard a lot with me having a show. A lot of people are mentioning Ness, or you should do something for this. And I do want to interview, cross that bridge, but I like to be respectful because it's real. I don't know too much about him or about his music or about the impact that he had on everyone. So it's kind of hard for me. I don't want to be the person that doesn't know anything. It's like, hey, I don't want to do that. That's disrespectful.
It's a touchy subject.
It is.
So it's understandable.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean that was like a brother to me, more so to AU Jack. I mean, definitely like his brother. But me and Ness caught some real good vibes. This was probably the second song me and him did together. We did Elevated, which was the first song on his String of the 52, which was the year-long series. And then and then he did the feature for my project.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because we can see Saint on camera shaking the candy machine, bullying the candy machine.
Oh, he gonna get something.
He gonna get something.
You break your You break, you die.
Hey, look, he got a dad. Listen. So what kind of impact or how did Ness motivate you when it comes to your music?
I think he was always on everybody. But like me, I was probably a little bit different. He would critique me, but like he would always tell me, I can't really tell you much. Your style is a bit different. Yeah, he said it reminds him of his, but just unorthodox a bit. So more so his advice to me was just be consistent. You know what I mean? Go with the flow of the beat. Go with what you feel. Right. Put your emotion into the music. I mean, because that's what people are gonna feel.
Yeah, definitely. That's dope. So what got you started in music? See, you guys were talking about me wearing all these hats, and what do I do? You model, rapper, everything else under the sun.
It's so funny.
The modeling, it is funny just because how it happened. It did happen randomly. The shoot I did right before I did with Janice.
I take 15% too of that.
Don't listen to him. It really happened so random. Like I did some pictures and they turned out really good. Like I was like, maybe something, because I always wanted to do like acting and stuff like that. Like I always felt like I'm a character at times, so I feel like that would always be cool. Yeah. But then once we did the shot with Janice, I kind of knew that it was something that I could probably do for real.
Definitely were dope shots. You got something to say? I can see it.
Oh, I don't have nothing to say
because he said it. I get 15%. Don't listen to him.
No, you listen to me. But AU music, you hear AU music.
Now, as far as the music specifically, that's funny. I was just telling him this story the other day. It was I wrote a song when I was like 11. I probably wasn't even 11. Yeah, I was probably 10 or 11. It was called Backstage. It was awful. Like I was 10 or 11. Why would I know what's going on backstage?
At 11 years old.
How I knew? The movie Backstage. Oh yeah, with Rockefeller and all those. Yeah. So that kind of influenced me some, but Snoop was probably like the biggest influence. Like it just looks so easy. I'm like, man, he ain't even.
I love Snoop.
And when he was younger, it looks a lot better than now. The game done evolved, so people be like, "Oh, that's Snoop stuff." Right? But Snoop can make really just.
I used to always say if I could pick a brother, I would want Snoop to be my brother.
That's absolutely
I want him to be like my brother.
Absolutely Uncle Snoop, right? I mean, he may not. That's like Pimp C. Like Pimp C was also a big influence. Man, real big influence, like down south music. Everybody from Texas, literally everybody from Texas. Yep. And yeah, that whole down south, dirty South Atlanta wave, that was probably big too. Yeah. So it was kind of hard to find my niche, just to be honest.
And that's I feel like that's normal. That's with anything modeling. Yeah. You gotta find your niche.
Yeah. But Midwest, me understanding my Midwest roots kind of helped me. Yeah. Kind of helped me find a foundation, because a lot of people actually pull from us to make their sound. And once I realized that, it's kind of a little easier.
Look, Saint said this is my interview, okay?
He about to have them looking like project boys. Some of them up, some of them down.
Right.
She already have better stuff.
They're gonna think y'all nosy as hell up here.
So within your music, what is something that you want to accomplish with your music?
Man,
are you out to you trying to get a Grammy? What you trying to do?
You know what? Of course. I'll be honest. Like, I won't be one of those guys that say, you know, fuck a Grammy. I guess like that would never ever be me. Like, I think you work hard to get to a certain point and accomplish it.
Right.
If my music gets to that point, that's great. But ultimately, I would love it to open doors for everything else, kind of like it has been doing now. Like. And that was my plan from the gate. I'm like, man, I want to stick firm with this, with music, because that's my passion, that's my love. But I want this to open up other doors because I like the business of everything. Like, you know, I like negotiating deals and things like that. Like, this is my business, but like we're business partners now. Like, so because like sometimes our brains don't work right apart. But together we can kind of figure that out. Like, oh well, if we do it like this, everybody can be happy, and that's
dope that you found each other because. I have two friends that I'm like that with. It's like they have ideas, I have ideas, but we always say we have power meetings. Once we put all of our brains together, it's like, oh my gosh, the stuff that you come up with. And it's really great to have people like that in your life that you can talk business. Like, you know, you have your friends, you talk about what happened. Yeah, what y'all was doing at the party. What's this shorty doing? Yeah, that's nice too. But it's really, really nice. I enjoy to have friends or just people that I can talk business with. Like,
I mean, we could be like,
it's refreshing.
Yeah, it is.
We're like, hey, good morning, fuck nigga. What's going on with this?
Right. We talk crazy. Like people be confused how we talk to each other for real. Like, and that's like all of us.
Hey, what's understood don't need to be explained.
Like, hey, bitch. That's like his birthday was just the other day. Like, he walked in my crib like, hey, what's up, bitch? Like, oh, bro, like, you know. But that's how I love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. To be honest, as weird as it sounds, it's kind of a respect thing. Like, I would never do that to somebody. Like, if I'm doing that to you, like in a negative way, like I really don't like you.
Yeah,
and
clearly.
Like that. Yeah. Everybody calls me a bitch for it. Like, dude, it's strong.
That's dope. That's dope. So, who are some of the people that inspire you, music-wise?
Music-wise.
I know you mentioned Snoop earlier, but who are some people that inspire you now? Because, you know, music then and music now, not the same.
It's highly different.
So, you know, because a big thing with music is you got to stay current.
Absolutely.
So who are some of the people that you look at that help you with staying current?
Now, that was a better question. I like that.
Yeah.
Because that was where I was going to go with it. Like,
yeah.
Because you're right. Like, it is a struggle or a battle for everyone to stay current, especially if you're not young. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're always going to have the niche.
Yep.
But I also see it. And I also got the privilege to be around some of these young dudes here in the city, too.
Yeah.
And females, too. To kind of pick up on a few things, too. Like, so in the industry-wise, you know, right now I'm probably going to always look at Future. I'm highly eyeing with Rich the Kid, Famous Dex. I can't think. I even throw Jaden Smith in there. I'm watching these young dudes very, very closely, like, because and matter of fact, I don't even think Famous Dex is that young for real. Like, I don't think he's that young. But like, I'm watching them because they got a certain niche that everybody hangs on to. It's a certain fan base, like. And I think that kind of helps me, like, stay grounded and stay humble and stay me, because it's hard. It's easy to stray away from not being yourself, especially in the music. I see it all the time. Like, I don't use auto-tune in my music. I almost refuse to do it. And I don't knock anybody who does it, like, because I think if you got a sound, man, that's perfect. And everything isn't auto-tune. Everything, some things are tricking the sound, like Travis Scott does.
You're right.
My God, what he does with auto whatever,
he's great at
it sounds great. Like, and everything is Trippie Redd. He's another one. Like, he kind of, I eye him closely. For me, like,
he just signed some big deals.
Absolutely, with quality control. That's awesome. That is awesome. Like, so, you know, I just try to keep a watchful eye and try not to imitate. I really just try not to imitate. Like, it's hard because a lot of people here in the city get caught up in that, and then they'll end up making something that sound like. Remember when Chief Keef was all the way? Everybody was sound like little shitheads and had dreads, and now everybody like everybody shoot shit up. Like no, you're not. Like,
this is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like people just gotta learn to be true to themselves, but that's always gonna happen.
Yeah,
like, that's just a revolving door in the game. Like everybody wanted to be Pac when Pac came out.
Yeah,
everybody wanted to be Everybody wanted to be. I don't know, Nelly. It just doesn't even matter. Whoever was from a certain era, kind of made that music.
That's why I asked who motivates you to stay when it comes to staying current, because staying current is probably one of the biggest things to have to do in any career.
Absolutely.
And I look at people like Jay-Z. That's probably the first person that always comes to my mind, because where he started compared to where he's at now, he still manages somehow to stay current and still stay true to Jay-Z.
He got a good formula. He got a real good formula.
Yeah. And some people don't. Some people they can't get it right, so they can't stay current.
But he also has a standpoint on the market right now too, which is awesome. Which is what we all need. Like,
y'all baby going on here.
Baby's going on.
There you go.
Well, you just want some chips. I ain't gonna say the brand name. You just want some chips. Chip. It's called Chip.
It's his mama's son.
Chip
Give him
stacks.
something to eat and he'll be quiet. That's the key.
We're gonna call them Stack'em Chips.
This ain't be quiet chips.
Oh man.
If you could work with any producer.
I ain't even gonna look at it.
Why did she just do that? She said,
I ain't even look.
If you could work with me excluded.
But I said, I'm open.
Who you gonna work with?
One of my favorite producers is Timbaland.
Okay.
I absolutely say Timbaland and Pharrell.
See,
I absolutely like Pharrell.
We're on the same page.
I'm gonna be honest. I think me and Pharrell would make some magic.
Yeah.
Right now.
I used to say.
Right now.
That was my go-to Pharrell. Yeah.
Like, but just to think over the decades, let's say that again. Over the decades, like his style, his style just evolves, and people go with it. He's different. He's different. I love Timbaland to death. But not everything Timbaland drops as of right now will flow well with the people outside of Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Justin Timberlake.
Don't get me wrong, Timbaland is great, but Timbaland has had some flops.
Yeah.
Had some music, it was just like, a couple. He did have a couple, I'm not saying a lot, but he had a couple to where it was like, that wasn't a good collaboration, but that was a little too much. It was just too much noise.
His best collaborations with Justin.
Well, that's why I'm like,
he does good with Justin.
He does good with those big three: Justin, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. He does great with those three. Like, but he does great all around. But I just think Pharrell, he has it. Like, he can do anything. He does Stir Fry. Stir Fry is probably one of the biggest songs out right now. Like,
I know. Okay, well. Go ahead and shout out one more time where everyone can find your music.
Absolutely. Again, the name is LAMBO VANGOH. That's LAMBOVANGOGH. You can literally type that in on everything: YouTube, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, Tidal. Please, Tidal. They pay the most. Amazon Music, definitely do that. They pay the most too. I would love y'all forever for doing that. I absolutely have hard copies for $10. If you see me on the street, I also have gold wrapper wristbands for anybody who buys it next week. But that's neither here nor there. Just
love that branding strategy, consistency.
That's this episode. It's called Consistency.
Women love consistency. Did y'all see what happened?
Love consistency. So before we end tonight, you guys, we got about 5 minutes. You know what time that means? It's time for the DM of the week.
Oh, whoa.
DM of the week?
They don't know about the DM of the week.
Whoa. Where is this going?
Where's that intro?
So every I get a lot of DMs. Yeah, I get a lot of DMs, and some of them are funny, outstanding, outrageous. You'd be completely surprised the type of stuff that I get. Okay. So at some point in time, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start sharing the DM of the week. And I never put anyone's name out there. So today's DM of the week. That's right. Today's DM of the week goes to a gentleman that is right now in my Instagram inbox.
Oh, man.
As well as my Facebook inbox.
Oh, both of them? Double DM.
You know those DMs that they send you? Hey, hello, hi, beautiful. Hey, sweetheart. You know the ones you just keep going. I can show it to you guys.
Hey, you.
Yeah, hey, you. and then, you know, Instagram shows that you're active. So because I guess he sees me active, then he tries to slide. It's
man.
So I haven't, literally, I can show you guys. It's just blank conversation.
I don't see that. Like,
he doesn't stop.
Yeah,
it does now.
You don't say nothing to him?
No.
Why? He's active on both accounts.
Look at that face. Like, yeah, no.
Okay, so you're not familiar. So let me just summarize this. Okay. Some people, when it comes to DMs, the rules are you only respond if you're interested. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
It sounds immature, but I'm going to explain to you why I feel that way.
Fair.
I feel that with online dating too.
Because if somebody slides in my DM and they say hi, and I'm like, hey, how are you? Good. How you been? What are you doing later? It doesn't matter what I say. Like, you can't be, for me, I can't be nice to people that slide in my DM because they take my niceness for my interest. And then they don't like the fact that I'm not interested. I said this before. Somebody was like, well, I don't understand why you don't want to talk to me. I'm not ugly. My breath don't stink. And I got a good job.
I feel like that's like a defense mechanism.
Yeah,
for a lot of men, for real. I really don't like that they. And then you already know what's going to happen next. All the next just going to happen.
Respect the fact that I have the right to just not be interested.
Say no, like
that's it.
I mean, that's the next thing.
So that was the DM of the week. This guy is not stopping. He keeps sending me highs, and then he jumped into my Facebook since I wasn't responding on Instagram. He was like, hi, I know you probably have a man, but you're so beautiful, and I really want to get to know you and take you out.
See, man, that right there, man, that's a bad introduction. Like, I know you probably have a man, but I want to take you out anyways. Like,
I'm really not responding because guess what? Now I'm about to tell you, yep, I got a man, and we're not about to do this.
Yeah, like, I mean,
well, you heard it on air if you listen. He has a man, but not really.
I got two.
You have two.
Anyway, that's the DM of the week, you guys. We are short on time. We got
polygamy.
I tried it.
Thank you guys so much for rocking with me today. This was our first episode back. Talk Time with Ashley Nicole, only on WTMH Radio. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming, stopping by the show, bringing some music, bringing some love, and some jokes. Thanks, Mom, for coming through, chopping it up. She's in mommy mode now.
Thanks, Mom, dude.
Right.
It's been a great night. I hope everybody has a good night, good evening. It's Sunday. Who's making Sunday dinner? I need to know.
Where we hungry? Where we going for dinner?
Let me know. Consistency.
Something so good.
This is the up. Can I get a plate of up? All right, y'all. I love you guys. Until next Sunday. If you have any music, send it to my DMs or email me, iAshleyNicoleBooking@gmail.com. Send me music if you're in any kind of entertainment and you want to get up here, jump up there. It's been real. I will see you guys next Sunday. Talk Time with Ashley Nicole, only on WTMH Radio. See you guys. See you.
Running the game. What the top feels like? Whoa.
DJ Khaled. This is Rihanna. Oh, you probably heard of me.
Talk Time with Ashley Nicole. 3, 2, 1. Live from WTMH Radio. It's Talk Time with Ashley Nicole.